Welcome to the Friday Five this week. This week I wanted to do something a little bit different with the circumstances we have around us. Obviously, we've had some changes to people's normal structure in their week. Some people are at home a bit more in the comfort of their home. Some people are in isolation. So I wanted to do a quick video on the 3 easy ways you can reduce your calories in. And I thought this would be a great time to do it. There's going to be more temptations potentially for people with change to their work scenarios, maybe spending a bit more time, maybe bored more, things like that, which are going to throw up some challenges for keeping healthy and especially eating. So let's look at those. Number 1 would be to try and eat more fiber-rich foods in general. And so the reason I've made that one of the tips is that by eating more fiber-rich foods, which I'll give you a list of shortly, you are going to keep fuller for longer. So when you have more fiber-rich foods, it slows the digestion, which again keeps you fuller for a longer period of time, meaning that you don't have cravings for food straight after that food is digested. This would be things like if you think about your vegetables, you've got your broccoli, sweet potato. You've got things like carrots, beetroot, artichokes, another one. If you're snacking, things like apples, bananas, mangoes are a great one, oranges, berries, strawberries, those things are fantastic, really high in fiber as well. If you look at things like legumes, so you've got like beans, baked beans, you've got your kidney beans, navy beans, things like that are fantastic as well. You want to go for the lower sodium content, lower salt content ideally, all those kinds of things. You've got nuts and seeds, which are great. Again, if you can go like reduced salt or no salt, that's even better. With nuts and seeds, you've got obviously almonds, cashew nuts, macadamia, you've got walnuts, all those things. Fantastic, good protein and good source of fiber. If you're having them, again, you just want to make sure, try not to have more than a palm size of those. And then even like bread, so whole grain bread bread in general has fiber, but whole grain bread's the better option there as well. And so by slowing the digestion, you kind of reduce the cravings you have for particularly if you're stuck at home or you can't get out, things like that, where boredom is going to play a big factor for you potentially. You want to try and negate that feeling to kind of go back and eat repetitively. Try to keep yourself fuller for longer will help. That's number 1, more fiber-rich foods. Number 2 is to stay hydrated. Now, the reason we want to stay hydrated is because, again, we're trying to limit the brain's message to your body to say, let's go eat something, let's go eat something. And so eating fiber-rich foods will do that, and keeping hydrated will do that as well, because the signal between hydration and I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty and I'm hungry, with your brain signal is very similar. And that's due to an evolutionary thing that our DNA has in our body. So it's one of those things where if you stay hydrated, let's say I'm going to challenge you to aim for 5 to 6 glasses of water a day. If you're someone that's taller, have a taller glass of water. If you're someone that's a little bit smaller by nature or shorter, have a smaller glass of water. And see if you can get 5 to 6 glasses of water a day to optimally hydrate you. The reason we do this is because, A, like I said, it's going to help with cravings, especially with sweet stuff. And B, it's going to help give you some energy as well, because if you think about it, your body needs water. We can only go a couple of days without water. We can go, a week or so without food. And so your bones need water, your organs need water, your muscles need water. And by hydrating yourself properly, your energy is going to be better. And also your body's going to be much healthier result and flushing toxins too. So hydration is important. Now, when we talk hydration, 99.9% of our evolution as humans, we've used water. And the last 0.1%, we've gone to things like Coke, fizzy drink, soft drinks, coffee. So let's remember here that hydrating yourself properly is having water. It's not having a beer. It's not generally having a coffee. Those things are fine to have, but we don't count that as hydration. So I don't want you to have 6 beers and go, well, I've had 6 drinks and I'm hydrated, because I know, alcohol is a dehydrator, a diuretic, and coffee is more of a neutralizer, so it doesn't really hydrate you either. So if you're going to have water, you can have even like sparkling water, if that helps you, soda water. Maybe you might flavour your water. They can do that too with like lemon or lime or strawberries or whatever. That's cool. Well, nice work. Just try to have water. Number 3 is don't over binge. And what I mean by that ideally is if you're someone that's maybe stuck in isolation or you're at home working more you've got a bit more time potentially to do stuff. Try not to over binge on, say, your TV shows. We know that there's things like Netflix and Stan and these things where we've got access to kind of, watch seasons and seasons and seasons and things. And I'm the first one to say that I've done that as well. And so by over binging on TV, there's studies to show that you're more likely to over binge on food as a result. And so the reason this has an effect for you is in two ways. If, let's say, you sit on the couch and watch 6 or 7 straight episodes of a show, you've effectively haven't moved your body for around maybe 5 to 6 hours, which isn't great. So you've been sedentary for longer. And also, there's more studies to show that you're going to mindlessly eat as you do that. So you might go to the fridge, come back, eat something, you'll be watching your show, and you're just kind of just constantly eating without really thinking about what you're eating. And so by the time you know it, you've eaten the whole wheel of cheese or the whole, bag of chips or whatever it is that's in your cupboard. And so that's the part of the reason I'm trying to say for you, don't over binge if you can help it. Watch a couple episodes, get up, move, keep your brain active as best you can. Maybe you might stretch a little bit, go and do a puzzle, read a book, get out and get some fresh air, do a workout. If you can do a little bit of a workout at home, that's going to help for you to help stave off the calories in as well. So step 1, eat more fiber-rich foods, vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts and seeds, and whole grain bread. Number 2, stay hydrated. See if you can aim for 5 to 6 glasses of water a day. And number 3 is try not to over binge on the television so that you can keep that brain stimulated and not eat out of boredom and mindless eating. I hope that helps. Stay safe, stay germ-free, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.